starting. So hello and welcome. This is Metgath here. I am joined by Wolf. Wolf, that's your cue to say something.
Hello!
And Max.
Howdy.
And Nerd Dragon.
Hi! I'm a player this time. It's so exciting.
And you guys can see now why I tend to not use my webcam. It gives a very awesome profile view shot of me, but that's about it. Because I dual screen. I've got a regular size monitor over here under the webcam, then I've got a 42-inch over here, which I use for most of my stuff. So, it's really nice for this type of thing, not so much for a webcam. Anyway,
Yeah.
so this is the Draconic Empire game. It takes place on Gaia during the age of, well, the Draconic Empire, where most of the planet was ruled over by the half dragons. Very stable era in Gaia's history.
Yeah.
Madness.
Yeah. It lasted for quite a while, too. So, however,
Over 1,000 years.
what was that?
Over 1,000 years.
Yep. However, that may end up being different for Terraverse as opposed to Gaiaverse. We shall see what kind of chaos the players can reap. Okay, so you guys are all your tokens are all around this building here. That is the Lost Traveler Inn.
Okay.
And
I presume most likely I'm probably going to be selling mystical items and potions.
Wrong, you're a lost traveler.
I'm a
You-
merchant still.
you guys, and I'm moving us over to here. There's going to be some. It's a pretty slow day. You guys just recently got into town, so you don't have a whole lot right now. Of course, I shouldn't have done all that stuff before. Yeah, so I need to make a few quick alterations. Naturally. I'm not going to worry about health bars on any of these. Oh, Nerd, you want to send me your token in Discord?
You can just grab my character sheet and drag it over.
Oh, I
I
can.
attach it to my character.
Oh, okay. So if I grab your character sheet and I drag your character sheet on. Oh, okay.
Yep.
This is the reason why you have an experienced GM with you.
Yes. Or at least somebody who knows the program well.
Yep.
I suppose we should somewhat introduce our characters, yes?
Yes. This is the point where you can introduce. So who wants to go first?
Let's do the feisty one.
You starting with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Hi there. I'm Jim Jam the Red, pirate extraordinaire, for good.
I believe it would be me next. Hello, I am Kamish Knucklebottom. I am the traveling alchemist and merchant of magical potions and wares.
Hi, I'm Alcus. I'm just out peddling goods, essentially, in the outskirts, wherever this is. I can't exactly remember.
That one is 18.
We're on the Barbary Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Different from our Barbary Coast, and it's spelled different too.
The Barber Coast?
Something like
You mean
should've
the
bought a map.
Barbary Coast? Yeah, I have a compass.
Let's
I
see
don't think
here.
that really helps you.
I lost mine.
You're a swashbuckler, aren't you?
Yeah.
And you have no compass. How did you make it on land?
Well, there's a whole long story behind that, and it involves a couple wyverns and a spot on the sea where the air just went completely dead. You see, I had my crew all stranded about in this area out at sea, about halfway between here and the Dragon Isles.
And nerd, I sent you a message real quick, so.
Oh, I should probably look at that, huh? Whispers?
Hmm? Oh. Here we go. Oh, I can whisper it. Oh, you're looking at it on your phone. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The power of technology! Wahahaha. And I don't know why exactly I went with that voice, but yeah. I'm a goblin swashbuckler. Swashbuckling goblin.
And
What were you doing out at sea in the first place?
Well, you see, I was a pirate. I mean, my ship, as I was going to tell at the end of the story, we kind of the wyverns kind of ran us aground at the end, and my crew all ended up dying, and I was the only survivor. So I ended up having to climb up this 200-foot cliff with just my gear on my back and climbing up with my bare hands all the way up. Look. Yeah. Even gotten to go and talk to people and well, if you're looking for a job, I might know of somebody with a job.
That'd be
Maybe.
probably good. I've run myself aground on funds. What about you? Talking to the alchemist of the group. Wolf. Is Wolf's mic doing the thing? Oh, he's eating food. Okay, he's too busy eating to respond.
Oh, I just finished. I'm just traveling around, just selling wares, making as much as I could. I've currently come low of cash, but it's enough to survive for a few days.
I drum my fingers on the table, rubbing my chin a little bit. You know, the name of this place is kind of coincidental, all three of us being here.
Well, given that my map recently got taken away by my apprentice, I'm just lucky I traveled up to this town. Even though I saw a lot of magical mushrooms, I really wish I knew what they did.
Well, you probably found out. You just forgot.
I remember an alchemical ingredient if I stumbled upon it.
Well, if you're looking to get a little bit of extra coin and perhaps get some extra thrill into your life, I know of a fantastic job where we'll end up fighting great dangers, but not too much danger for the price.
Simple economics.
We'll get paid with a decent amount of money. I mean, at least enough to get us by for a little while. And yeah. I mean, it's a real simple job. I mean, we just gotta go underground and clear out some monsters. Small monsters.
How much pay are we talking?
sending that to you now. In your chat.
Ah, okay.
totally forgot that I could whisper in this site.
It's a princely sum, considering the dangers that we'd be facing. And if we really want to, we could even get yet another person to help us out with it. Wouldn't be too terribly hard.
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad. I'd rather fork over the medical and healing fees on somebody else.
And it comes with a free night stay. On top of the pay.
Prop an elbow on the table, kind of prop my head up on my hand and the knuckles. Nod my head. That doesn't sound bad.
While Kamish is fidgeting around with different shapes and bottles and twigs, as he's just calmly pouring liquids into a flask. Turn green.
I'm gonna.
Interested?
Yeah, I'm interested. See who's around here as I look around and see who we could actually offer to join in with us.
So as you look around, you see that there is, to the south of you is a dwarven barbarian. To the north of you is a human monk, and the other one to the far north, over by those stairs, is a, what race is he? Let me take a look real quick. Oh, that one is a human cleric. Or at least he looks like a cleric. He's got a bit. He's the staff in his hand is actually a gigantic cross. You're not sure what god that's for, but definitely looks like some sort of gigantic holy symbol.
So, very peculiar case.
I mean, we could get a priestly person, or we could get a person who knows all of those things from across the great ocean on the other side. Or I mean, there's also the dwarf. It looks like he could probably take a few kicks to the nards.
Why is that the first thing you think about when judging a person?
When you're stuck at my height, you need to figure out all the weak spots.
I'm stuck at your height. We're the same height.
Actually, I think you're about 4 inches taller than I am. But my hat makes me look impressive.
I look on at this little bickering with with a Cheshire smile. I got my money's worth right here.
Yeah. I also know where we might find a person who knows their way around a dungeon. So I mean, dungeon crawling's always nice and fun. There's always good loot at it.
You've been talking about people knowing various things, offering various jobs, but you don't have any names.
Well, I don't know what the name of the religious guy back there is. I mean, it's kind of obvious that he's heavily religious and has a weird hammer stick.
I'm gonna do a roll if I can see if I know what type of religion that is or close to it.
And actually, I should roll a society check to see if I actually do know the names of any of these people.
Yeah, because you never know. You may have actually have spoken to them.
Okay.
Okay. So you'll know that Where is it? I guess a D8 will do. Wait, that's not a D8. That's a
Let's
D10.
I guess a D will do. Wait a minute.
Oh man.
That's not a D8. That's a gelatinous octahedron.
Okay, so you know the names of the cleric and the I forgot what the other friggin' roll was. 4. Okay. Oh yeah. You know the names of the cleric and the dwarf. The cleric is Michael, and the dwarf is Rainier.
Oh, the cleric's cross thing.
You have no idea what religion it's from.
Could I make a check on religion? Just make a
Sure.
a haphazard guess, essentially.
Yeah, anyone's allowed to try.
I'm choosing to fail.
2. You're even more clueless.
I don't even know what that guy is.
I'll tell you this much. As far as the two of you know, it's not even from the from the local pantheon. You have no clue whatsoever.
And Alcus just doesn't.
Yeah.
Due to predisposed conditions on top of that roll, it is very obvious that Alcus has little to no interest and little to no knowledge.
Oh, wait. I remember the priestly guy back there. He's a Michael. I don't know his last name, but I mean he's Michael. Oh, I mean Michael's mostly the same, right? They seem mostly the same. So yeah, there's also the I don't know the name of the fisty guy.
Rainier
then there's also-
Anvilbrand. Yeah.
But there's also Renard. Bernard, something like that. It's an Ard type name. I remember because it's all like Arg.
How about you call him over?
Hey, Renard.
He's like, "What? Hey, how many times do I have to tell you my name?"
I'm sorry for his insolence. We just
At least
wanted
one
to
more time
know.
for these two.
Rainier Anvilbrand.
I'm
I
sorry.
turn to the right, prop up my elbow on the table, look over at him. So, Runier, you looking to have some extra coin in your pocket?
A little extra coin is always a good thing to have.
I'd agree. This small little friend of mine is telling me that he may have a job.
A job of adventure.
Even though he looks a little ridiculous, he has a point. We all need a little extra coin.
That is true. So, what is this job?
Well, we get to go downstairs and fight some small, fairly weak monsters.
If what he said, I believe, if I can translate this correctly, the job is an extermination job. We'll find whoever has this job out for bounty collecting, and we'll see if they pay well.
Yeah, my belief is that we're just going to be swatting some pests. It's money.
It's a princely sum for the job. I mean, the job isn't super impressive, I guess, but I mean, it's a good amount of money for it.
Very
Go
well.
clear out some pesty little monster things. Get paid a decent amount, and we get a free stay. free night. I mean, that ought to save you at least, like, what, 5 silver?
May as well be extra payment.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to be staying the night here anyways.
Sounds good to me.
Perfect. Now, Jam, show us to where this bounty collection, or where we're supposed to go. The most about this?
Is this the same inn?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time finding humans who aren't like heavily decked out in armor or dead.
Okay. So if you put in, I believe it's commoner, you'll get, I think, 2, maybe 3 that are generally okay, including a white-haired fellow with a yellow shirt as a top-down view.
Okay, I see that one. Yeah, it's like commoner. It's like a lot of them are dungeon pieces.
Yeah. Look at that human. He's huge.
Compared to us, yes, but to other people, he's rather short.
Well, there's a reason why my content did call him Longshanks. It's because the shanks, which are, they're long.
Call them travelers or customers.
Yeah, let's go and get this going, huh? Yeah. Off to adventure.
Before the goblin decides to ruin this, I go up to the man so that way I can chat with him.
I'm gonna roll an acrobatics for jumping up onto the table, or up onto the bar.
Control my token.
You can't control your token.
Yeah, both of us don't. Both of us. That makes 2 of us. Blah.
Let's see here. Controlled by. That should be the correct one there, and this one there. Okay, there you go.
I'm just gonna look back to Runier, and I say 2 silver says they're gonna screw it up somehow.
So
Wouldn't be the first time I've seen that type of thing happen. So you jump. So Jim Jam jumps up onto the counter just as he's being raced over to the counter by Kamish.
Just look at the man and go, "Excuse my friend's childishness. We've heard that you have a quest or a bounty that you have available. Accept it, my party, if that's acceptable. I don't know what the pay is, because my friend here wasn't so specific about it."
So I'm gonna go ahead and walk up because who knows?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to.
I do realize I have a lot of charisma on my hand for once.
I also
I've
have
got-
quite a lot of charisma.
We're all high charisma,
But
but I
level
have
16
charm.
charisma. Actually, you might be an 18 charisma.
I am an 18.
Yeah, I'm
I
a 16
am-
with diplomacy-based feat.
I am a 16.
Okay, so me and my compatriots are looking to fulfill this extermination job you've got. I can't exactly say for the fresh ones. I look at Jim Jam and Knuckle Bottom over there. But me and Runier, we're experts at the job, and we think we could do it for a pretty low pay. What are you balling for?
Well, I was offering 1 gold. I've been having some problems lately, and adventurers or exterminators, whichever you want to be called, can be pretty hard to come across these days. So, yeah, I kind of need access to my cellar again. Makes it kind of hard to store the incoming goods if I can't get in there.
Yeah, I understand that.
That's fair.
You make it safe once more.
You were offering 1 gold, right? But you say you're
Per
in dire
person.
straits. You say you're in dire straits?
Yes.
How about we make it a little bit easier on you? I mean, some of us just got here. Half of us are perhaps a little bit short of expectations. How
Well, I
about
mean, there's also the free night, which is basically like a whole half gold on
Yeah.
top of the gold.
I'd say, I think we'll live off of 8 silver of payment. Save you a tiny bit.
I'm confused. This isn't normally how negotiations go. You don't normally try to negotiate down.
Well, I don't
Hamish
want to
plus-
bankrupt you either.
You won't be bankrupting me. Like I said, it may be difficult for me to store the stuff right now, but I've still got business going. This is just the slow time of week.
Okay.
Hamish will look at the person and go, "You're truly offering to pay more. What would your price be?"
Well, I offered 1 gold per person.
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
How soon can we get down to it? Make your life easier.
Whenever you want. It's that stairwell in the south.
Okay.
Just out of character, you do realize, Max, that I'm a merchant. You're supposed to bid up.
I'm sorry for having a good heart, Wolf. I'm sorry.
Are you lawful good?
No. I am starting off completely neutral, and then my alignment will be adjusted as per my actions.
Okay.
This is due to a quirk you'll probably notice later.
So we'll go ahead and jump off the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna grumble as the bloody elf just gave away a really good idea of getting a little extra coin for the traveler.
No,
Travel.
he finally gave in, and took the gold that was offered per person. He didn't successfully negotiate down. How often do you hear that?
I wasn't trying too hard to negotiate down. I wasn't pressing it beyond, hey, it's a token of goodwill.
So are you guys gonna
Down
do
the
anything?
cellar.
Okay, so straight into the cellar.
Yes. Let us away.
I waved to Runir, kind of wave him over. Come on,
It's like,
let's earn
okay.
ourselves some gold.
So and Jim Jam, Kamish.
I have no control over my token.
I know this. I'm just getting them put down right now.
Ah, over there now. Whee!
Oh, come on. There we go. Let's see here.
Kamish is still
Control
crumbling.
by him. Save. Save. And so,
have the one token
nerd,
that's
how
taken
did
for
you
this?
how did you set yours to be controlled by and then determined by character settings?
Okay, so you click on the token itself,
Mm-hmm.
you then hit the gear wheel,
Mm-hmm.
and then it says represents character,
Oh, okay.
which has a drop down menu. And then you can set that. So I'm going to set this to Rainier Anvilbrand.
Okay. I see how you did that. So that one is Kamish.
HP, advanced, make it so the bar can be visible. Some changes. And then after that, you go, while it's still selected, you bring up the sheet, go to edit, and okay, so you already did set up that. But after you
Yeah.
have everything set up, including the represents,
Mm-hmm.
you should reset that to have it be accurate again.
Okay.
Kamish is still grumbling, but he reluctantly takes out his sling, even though the spear is still on his back. Me, or does this basement look bigger than the tavern itself?
And are you guys able to see everything?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
no barrier.
that means I didn't do the dynamic lighting right. Okay.
Would you like help with that?
Yeah.
Okay, first off, I'll enable that and I'll enforce line of sight. But bam, should now be black to the other two.
And then do you just like draw a line or whatever?
So you go to the dynamic lighting layer
Mm-hmm.
and then use the line tool to set up the walls.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and then you can also make a circle. Guess I could just go like that.
It's a bit dark in here.
Yeah, working on it.
See
Now,
everything.
Objects.
Okay.
He clearly knows since the rain is gone. Dude,
The
I
heck?
just had to.
Why can't I set this to what I want it to do? Do I have to set it to another layer? I might have to send this to the token layer to turn it into a light source.
Okay.
Banish it to the Shadow Realm.
However, right now there wouldn't be any lights burning since he hasn't been there for a while. Those
So
those
the torches
torches, yeah, the torches wouldn't actually be lit.
Okay.
Since he hasn't been down here in a while, they would have burned out long ago.
Okay. So, do we
There.
all have dark vision?
I have low light vision.
So it means somebody's going to need to get a light source.
Yep.
Don't worry, I'm on it.
Do you have the light spell?
I've got dancing lights.
Let's see here.
Is it only 30 feet for the dark vision?
I'm not sure. That's just what I was punching in for now. I know torches and lanterns are like even shorter. They're like 20 feet.
Okay, so depending on the version selected, you can create up to 4 lights that resemble lanterns or torches, and I think I'm gonna go with that option, seeing as that is like perfect for the quantity of people.
Torches, I think, have like a 20-foot and then an additional 40-foot of dim
And
or
cast
something
that
like
amount of
that.
light, yeah. They'd be equivalent.
Let's see here. So
He's doing that. I'm gonna do discerning smell if I can smell anything nearby.
in dark vision, you can see in darkness and dim light just as well as you can see in bright light, though your vision in darkness is black and white.
I'm gonna use my discerning smell to see if I can smell any creature within 20 feet.
You can't smell any creatures within 20 feet.
So I'm
So
gonna
how do
go
I
ahead.
use dancing lights?
Let's see here. So that one, is that a cantrip?
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Since not everyone will be able to see what I see, I can just
Okay.
increase that. It's gonna mess with what you can see of what we can see, but should work out okay.
So, let's see here. So, how many of you have dark vision?
I don't have dark vision.
Okay.
I've got low light.
He's got low light. Nerd, does your character have dark vision?
Yes, I have dark vision.
Okay. So, two of them have dark vision, two of them have low light. Okay. Because dwarves have dark vision.
Yep.
So, two of you can see a lot. So
What I cannot see is any critters.
yeah.
Oh, no, wait. I can see one critter.
So if
Over here.
so you were asking about dancing light.
Yeah, I'm wanting to cast it, provide light to the entire party.
Okay. Yeah, if it's a cantrip, then I'm gonna bring that spell up real quick. No, you people watching on YouTube won't be able to see this, because this is on my other monitor, the one I am not screen capturing. So spells, occult. Oh wait, this one here. Dancing lights. And I noticed that on your character sheet you only have 2 cantrips entered in.
No, open one and then close it. It'll reveal all 4.
Oh,
exactly.
okay, I see. I see it now. Yeah.
Okay,
So the dancing lights, you can base. It's just concentration, verbal, and what's somatic casting again?
gestures.
Okay. Basically, you can just cast it. As a cantrip, there's no limitation on the number of times per day. You just have to concentrate in order to keep the lights there. Yes.
Okay,
If you lose concentration, the lights will vanish, or if you cast another concentration spell, the lights will vanish.
So don't get shot.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go over to a wall. I'm gonna put my hand close to it, 2 fingers, click, move my hand up, and that's how I'm gonna cast the spell,
Okay.
like flipping a light switch.
Okay. So only 2 of you need the light sources. You and Kamish.
Yeah, I'll put one next to me, one next to them, and then 2 10 feet ahead.
Okay.
Perhaps you would like something to be balls of light? Something like
Yeah, that's
this?
Let's see where that is.
It's... So that's similar, but slightly more yellow as opposed to the orange that I have.
Mm. Oh, is it down there? No.
I put mine up
Oh.
above.
Yeah, I don't see yours.
It's right here.
Yeah, I don't see anything there.
Couldn't click on it, try to drag it.
Oh, you're on the dynamic lighting level. Okay, I see.
Oh.
Whereas I was on objects and
Let me
tokens.
move those down to the token layer. That might explain a lot.
Yeah, we could go with your oranger one.
No, there's also a purple one that I dropped down. I figure we can use whatever colors.
Okay. Yeah, the colors don't
let's
really
have-
matter.
Let's have them be orange. Kind of simulate the torchlight that would be here.
So recall there's 4 of these things?
Yeah.
And they can be there's 4 of them. They're no more than 10 feet apart.
So we could have one. We could have them chained basically ahead of us to provide light.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have light like a torch, and how much light is a torch?
Torch, if I remember right, is 20 feet. Going to bring it
And
up.
then a fading. 20 feet bright, and then like some sort of range of fading. I think. I'm not sure.
Of course, they don't have it listed under, the general equipment section.
A torch sheds a bright light in a 20-foot radius. It can be used in an improvised weapon that deals 1d4 bludgeoning damage plus 1 fire damage. So probably another 20-foot radius of dim. I think that's how those usually work. And the lights have to stay within 10 feet of each other, but they can be moved up to 60 feet per turn.
Not representative of. Control over 2. Oh yeah, that's name. Controlled by.
Mm-hmm.
What the frack is going on there?
What?
I got something weird going on with this. I'm gonna reopen it. There we go. There we go. Okay.
And
Get
I'm
that
giving
going.
controlled
going.
by to him right now.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was also working on. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and delete the others, and then I'm going to just copy the one and paste it.
Okay.
There you are. You should now have 4 orange blobs you can control.
Okay. Yes. So Max, you can play. You should be able to move those and place them where you want them.
All right.
They just have to be within 10 feet of each other, and within 120 feet of you.
I have no ruler tool. I'm assuming each square is 5.
Yes.
Yes. So you're allowed to have a 1 square gap between them.
Yep. 1 square gap. And each light has to be within 10 feet of the other lights.
Yep. So that all works.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how I'll arrange them.
Okay. So you guys can clearly see the giant rat down here.
Can see it just fine.
Mm-hmm.
How big is the pallet in the middle there?
From what you guys can see, or
Like, how tall is it?
oh, how tall? It's about the height of a standard table. So
Okay. So I might not be able to see past it, but everyone else can.
Yeah. It's actually a shelving. It's actually shelving. So
Oh, okay.
stacked like three levels high. So that rat starts scurrying away.
See, little monsters. Should be an easy enough fight.
Ugh.
Yeah, no hard work at all.
Gamish will take out his little sling and his tiny little shots and get ready to, well, basically hit the rats with all the force he can with the sling.
Jim Jam will draw his mighty rapier and his hand crossbow.
And this guy, all of a sudden, Runir starts muttering about slow rookies, and he starts wandering off.
As I recall, we get 3 actions a turn, so
I'm just gonna look back at the 2. I'm gonna shrug, and I'm gonna be moving forward.
Gamish will also move.
Move about here. I'm not snapping to the grid. I'm just make the best.
There. Now when you move, it'll snap. And this one here, that'll snap now.
you move to is drawing.
Yep. So.
Initiative?
Yeah. So. Sounds like your mom's calling.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yep.
And you can go ahead and act for me if necessary.
Okay. Let's see
Okay.
here. So go ahead and let's see here. So turn. Yeah, figure out how the heck to work initiative. There we go. Of course I had that selected. Add turn for that. Delete the light. Which you are conveniently standing on top of. Add turn. Add turn. Add turn. Add turn. Okay.
So I guess we all need to roll for initiative.
Yep. Time to roll initiative.
So I just click the initiative button, does the thing. Essentially.
Yeah, it didn't automatically assign, but I can enter that stuff in. Yes. 10. Oh, come on. Looks like Wolf's got added in automatically. I'll have to ask Nerd about that.
Oh, sure?
Yeah. Kamish, it says, has 9. Oh, for some reason, I clicked for Runir, and it added it to the rat. Oh, because I had him selected. So I guess if you have your character selected in your roll, then it does it.
Okay. I didn't have my character selected per se, but I did
punched
roll.
it in.
You can see that.
Yeah, I punched it in for you. So with him selected, then go into Jim Jam. Character sheet. Yep, there we go. And then I'll select the rats and take a look in the bestiary. Their perception is what? +4. So, okay. Okay. I will be right back, and then we can get on with this. Okay. Since he had something cooking, Nerd was probably called off to go deal with it.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah. Alcas, it's your turn. You get to go first.
So what is the spacing between these two? I'm trying to click the other one. There we go. $20 feet.
So if I go from here to here, call it 15 feet. From edge to edge, it's 15 feet.
Okay, so that means I could magic missile and target both?
That one, I believe so. Going to take a look at magic missile real quick.
The spacing is no more than 15 feet.
Okay.
So,
Let's see here, where is it? And there he is. Magic missile. Just want to make sure they haven't changed it too much on us. Oh, and for anyone watching, this is Pathfinder 2nd Edition. So this isn't the official playtest, obviously. This is something else of my creation. Wasn't sure if I mentioned that before. Let's see here. So you send a dart streaking toward a creature that you can see. Heightened +2, shoot 1 additional with each action you spend. Okay. So expending additional actions now is what gives the additional missiles.
Yeah.
Okay.
so does that mean launching it towards an additional target costs an extra action?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or does it send another volley?
it sends 1 extra missile. It looks,
Okay.
because it says that it targets 1 creature. For each component you let's see here. It uses for each component you add the number of missiles you increase the number of missiles you shoot by 1. I don't really get this spell, Nerd. When casting a spell, you can increase the casting by a material casting action, a somatic casting action, or both. So I guess the more somatic casting actions the more somatic casting actions you spend allows you to shoot more missiles. And then you can choose the targets for each individually. Okay, so by using 2 casting actions, you can fire 1 missile at each.
Okay. Just double checking my options. Yeah, that'll be what I do.
Okay. So, see here. Take a look at Elka. See what happened with the. See how that spell's set up. Um, that is really awkward for that. That you have to expand then collapse.
Yeah.
Sheet glitches
Yeah.
all the time.
Let's see here. Duration, target, range, school evocation, traits. Yeah, I'm not sure with this sheet how to set up that spell to actually do the damage. Anyway,
Set it up as an attack.
what was that?
You set it up as an attack.
Oh, okay.
At least that's the best that I've been able to figure.
And it looks like magic missile. There's would there need to be a d20 roll to hit with that? I don't think there is.
Magic missile generally hits automatically.
Okay. And 1d4 plus 1. So it doesn't look like it's modified by a spellcasting stat.
Nope.
Okay. Ranged. Okay. And that's, just call it 100 feet there. Close that. And I guess somehow he should be able to. Oh, okay, I see. So if you click attack, if you look in your attacks and you just click the attack 1, that should launch that. That should roll 1d4. So go ahead and click that twice. The first one will be for the top one. If I did that right, it should.
Roll critical damage? Or...
No, you're not rolling critical damage. Okay, so
yeah, it automatically hits and deals 1d4.
4 and 4. So
I
each
got a
take.
nat 20 on that one.
Yeah, the attack roll itself doesn't really matter because they automatically hit.
Ah.
So back over to my bestiary, the giant rats. They have. Need to do something with them real quick. They have how many hit points? Okay. Well, yeah. You guys. So nerd, is there a way that you would keep track of hit points without the people being able to see them?
Yeah. So you can click on the token and there's those 3 bubbles.
Uh-huh.
You just click on one of those and enter in a number that you want.
Okay. Okay. So that would actually be that. This one here would be that. This one here is that. This one here is that. That. That.
Admittedly, we did not give him a lot of time to prep this.
That. Yeah, I was doing this while we were talking previously, so and there's a lot of stuff that I'm not too familiar with in this since this is a new system.
Yeah.
I'm also a relatively new GM, so there we go. That's how I get it to stick. I have to hit the enter button once I'm done editing it.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
So are all of them still alive?
Yep, they're all still alive. and it's and there was um, one more action. Are you familiar with what each of the actions are for, nerd? Or are they all, or is it just 3 general actions for the turn?
It's 3 general actions, and you can spend them in different ways. Like you can spend one on movement, you can spend one
Okay.
on doing your casting, you can spend one on an attack.
So you have Elkas, you have one more action available. Since you burned 2, and you have 3 each turn.
Yeah, which I believe he could also theoretically use if he wanted to for like moving his lights around.
Yeah.
I'll just throw a shield up.
Okay. Let's see here. So Elkas.
I'm guessing I just click the shield
already
cantrip to cast it. Roll for success and such.
Actually, we I guess, yeah, I accidentally clicked the shield earlier, so I can see what the shield is. Just a little bit further up.
Yeah.
Shield creates an invisible shield of force that hovers in front of you. It negates magic missile attacks directed at you. It also provides a +4 shield bonus to AC. Yeah. So that
Armor goes up by 4.
Yep. So
yeah, it's a no fail.
Yeah. Okay, so that that will burn your last turn, and you are at +4 AC until your next turn.
Okay.
Shield only lasts for 1 turn?
It's 1 minute.
Oh, 1 minute? Okay.
Yeah,
so
1 minute
oh,
per level.
I see, 1 minute per level. Yeah, so you have it for 1 minute, 10 turns. And it's on to you, nerd.
Looking at the shield spell, in my book it says something different, but I'm not going to worry about it. So,
Shield.
I'm going to be spending at least 1 turn doing a leap. Or I'm going to be spending at least 1 action doing a leap.
Yeah, the duration for shield is until your next turn or until dismissed. So it lasts until your next turn.
Yeah, but it's a cantrip, so you can just keep casting it each turn.
Yeah, it's a cantrip, so you can just spam
action.
it. Yeah. Now, if it was an actual, like a level 1 spell or something, then it would have a longer duration.
Okay, so yeah, it has some very different texture on shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says it's a +1 bonus to AC.
Oh yeah, +1 circumstance bonus to AC until the start of your next turn, though it doesn't require a hand to use. Okay.
And it has a hardness of 4.
I'll copy that over into his shield thing.
Okay.
So anyway.
Okay. So, I'm going to do a roll and a leap past our gnomish friend there. As I'm going to be heading in this direction.
Okay.
I'm going to go and roll my acrobatics for that. Apparently, it's not a very impressive leap. Question is that enough to get me on top of the pile there? Right here.
You will make it to the top of the pile, but you're not standing when you do. It's a stack of, seems like it's old chairs and busted up tables, and
Mm.
it's very, very unsteady footing. You don't even know how sturdy the pile is.
Well, I think I'll go ahead and then use my second action to quickly stand up because image is everything.
Quickly followed by a, I meant to do that.
I don't say that. But I'm then going to thrust into the pile and attempt to attack the giant rat
Okay.
with my mighty rapier. Oops, that one.
Ooh, critical
Oh.
fail.
Oh.
The foot wasn't the rat.
Let's
Do I
see
fall
here.
over?
I'm gonna roll a d20 just to see what happens.
Okay.
Yes, you're at the mercy of the dice.
The chance 20.
No, actually, 20 would have been perfect. So you thrust and you almost lose your footing as you unexpectedly miss the mouse and the rat. But your sword hits one of the table legs sticking up, and it allows you to steady yourself before you fall over. You got a mediocre roll, so you got a mediocre result.
I meant to do that.
Is my sword now stuck in the table?
No.
Okay.
So, the acrobatics, would that be considered part of the movement, or would that have been its own action? Think that.
I was intending it as part of the movement.
Okay, yeah. So I'll let you have one more action. I'll have that as part of the movement, since you were doing a jump as part of the move.
Well, I was also talking about the standing up part before.
Oh,
taking
yeah,
the
that's right.
standing.
You stood up. Never mind. Yeah. So then it
Then
goes.
Jim the Red. Spending a little bit too much time attempting to flourish and not enough time on actually hitting anything.
Let's see
Damn it.
here. So.
The dice are trying to sabotage my image.
Now it's the rats. Those ones go
Uh-oh.
up there.
They all slowly start approaching, snapping their fingers rhythmically.
So what is their speed? Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I could not resist.
Sorry, my charisma's too high.
My wisdom is not good.
We'll have to compensate for that.
I did by having a higher intelligence.
Intelligence with no wisdom, though.
Yeah.
It's like trying to put an orb of light into a light socket. Like, like you know it emits light, but you don't know what it's really supposed to be there.
So
Okay,
the,
like, I have a 12 strength and 18 dexterity.
Oh, it's not showing though. That
And-
sucks.
Yeah, my dice rolls are being abysmal.
I got a
Doing a
freaking
1.
20, but I got a 20 for the magic missile, but I can't crit. But I'm not complaining. It's pretty good damage.
Okay, sorry, okay. The first roll was a 10, so I rolled a 5 and a 1.
so the bottom two are attacking Jim Jam. The other one scurried in there through the debris. So they're probably trying to
They
hide
pretty
from
much
the light
have situation
sources.
advantage.
Yeah. So the one that he attacks 9. Does that beat your Does that beat your AC?
9? No.
Probably not. So that one snaps at you harmlessly. And the other one snaps at you harmlessly. Looking
These
very...
dancing feet can't be beat!
Oh wait, that's right. There's also... The monsters would also get the 3.
Uh-oh.
They do get 3 actions each, yes.
However, that bottom one moved.
Yeah,
So...
additional
That's
attacks
not-
also
Yeah.
give them a penalty, so
Oh, okay.
just like they do for
Oh,
us.
okay, I get it.
Oh wait, am I the only person in the party who can technically take a no penalty multi-attack? But it has to be 1 per target.
'Cause magic.
Yeah. Magic!
13.
Yeah, admittedly, if I hadn't had to stand up, I could have used my secondary attack to try to shoot one of the other rats.
Yeah. So what does 13 do?
13, I raise up my foot, and it bites the wood.
Okay. So that still doesn't beat your AC then. Oh, that's right. Yours is like 16?
What's the difference
16.
between
Okay.
AC and TAC?
That's...
AC is your touch AC.
Yeah. So like
Touch AC?
if someone uses a... if you're flat-footed and someone attacks you, that goes up against your touch attack. Your touch...
No.
Your... Thought attacking flat-footed people is... You go up against their touch
Flatfoot
AC.
is a -2 to AC. There's a -2 to AC and TAC.
Hmm.
So your touch AC is what it takes to touch you, which is viable for any attacks that just needed to touch you. Things like bombs.
Okay, so TAC is against AoE and associated, basically.
Well, it's against things that just need to kind of touch you to make an effect, like a vampiric touch, shocking grasp.
And AC is against physical attacks, the general stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's continue. I just wanted to make sure because I had to know where to apply the shield bonus.
Yeah.
Anyway. So.
Indeed. They have missed me quite thoroughly thus far. Ah! More of them! Wait, doth that not go in and provoke an attack of opportunity from the gnome?
Actually, it came down this way.
Ah! Alright.
Dang.
So that one also attack. That one actually is going to attack the gnome.
Oh, gnome.
17.
That's
Oh,
gotta hurt.
that's the hit roll.
Yeah,
That's not damage.
Yeah,
that's.
I
If that was
know.
damage, I'd be dead.
But no matter what, that beats his AC. I know that for a fact. I think, nerd, you're probably the one with the highest AC. So that does.
Thanks, baby.
So now for the damage step. I think.
Yeah.
Unless you get some additional save, but it's just a physical attack.
So, oh. That goes
This
to
one had a touch of rabies.
14. That knocks him down to 14 health.
By the way, I thought about making a really bad substitute rendition of the. Oh god, I forget what the heck the name of the song is, but it's the one that's talking up bringing little boys to the yard.
Yeah.
But I'll wait till my turn to do it. I'll use one of my actions for it.
And I'm going to look in
If I don't
here
fall over
real
first.
quick. Kamish, go ahead and do a fortitude saving throw.
I wonder
They
what he's
are
saving
diseased.
against. Ew.
Gnome pants.
Wolf?
Gamish Knucklebottom, please.
Yes.
Fortitude saving throw, please.
You're being attacked.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
In the ring, they call him Kamish Knuckle Duster.
Fortitude, huh? What the hell did I?
Okay.
Nice.
I'm an expert at fortitude. It's like, okay, this is gonna do what? I'm still gonna
Well,
beat it.
Plus the base 17 on the D20 helped a lot. But anyway, so yeah, you okay. So the rat bit you, and then the one in the north is going to go after the dwarf. So that one. 7.
I don't
Oh,
think
that was a critical
fail.
Now, since I rolled the d20 for you, it's only fitting I do it for them too. Okay. It just misses. It rolled a nat 20.
I meant to do that, it says to its brethren.
Okay, so it misses.
Squeak it, squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeak.
Yes, squeaking angrily. How dare you how dare you dodge my attacks?
Probably didn't even dodge it. It probably just tried to do the thing, but it just got done cracking into a beer keg. He's like, ah! Did I do it, guys?
The drunken rat. So,
Don't get
Runair.
angry at me.
He might want to send all of his ale through like a strainer of some sort, or like put it all into like a bed sheet and let it drain out into another barrel.
Let's see here. So, this one here. Awesome, I got that in there. So,
I mean, it'll still taste of rat, but I mean,
Runair glares at the rat. he glares at the rat and, how dare you try to hurt me? Swings his axe down and, well,
is it dead?
let's see here. Where's a good image?
Try blood.
That's what I just typed in.
Should have put blood explosion. It's a great axe.
Sadly, if you put in blood explosion, you won't get any results.
Dang. I'm gonna make one.
Where's a good one? Where's a good one?
You might have to take like 2 or 3 and then stack them.
So delete that rat and throw that there. He did almost 3 times the health it had left in one swing.
I'm glad I hit it really hard with magic missile then.
And so the dwarfs have 20, I believe. Let's see. I popped out his character sheet. So yeah, 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
You can get into striking range of that one attacking the gnome.
1, 2. Yeah. He'll come down here, and he will do a second attack. I mean, not much else he can do. See if that does it properly. 141. Yeah. 141 and 741 -5. Okay, yeah, that did it right. He misses.
Ouch.
And it goes on to Kamish. Those 3 rats are squeaking really noisily. One of them directly at Kamish. Wolf.
Wolf.
Gamish Knucklebottom.
Kamish said he would remember it after he ate the mushroom. Kamish was wrong. Kamish was very wrong. He remembered nothing. Not even where he was.
Let's see here. Where is it?
I mentioned that I was disappearing when I did.
Kamish was, quote unquote, tripping out.
Maybe he passed out? Darn, there aren't any crickets in here.
I'm gonna bother Wolf's DMs. Give me a moment. Okay, I sent him 20 messages in the span of 2 seconds. He should probably respond.
Yes, I was taking a phone call. What do I need?
Okay, it's your turn.
It's your turn.
And what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drop this Thunderstone.
Get next to your allies?
What does it do?
Why
This
not?
is why I'm a
I can
sorcerer.
dodge even sound.
Treasure. Alchemical items.
That is to say, I have a really awesome reflex save for my level.
That's not
I'm
bad.
just gonna
That's
say
not bad at all.
this.
Thunderstone.
Cover your ears and prepare for one really loud noise.
Do you actually say that to the party members?
Okay, so it deals 1d4 sonic damage in the square where it lands, and then it does 1 sonic splash damage to each creature within 10 feet. 1
So where is
damage.
he throwing it down?
If I'm throwing it there, the only person that should be really affected is poor Flim Flam.
It's Jim Jam. You flim flam.
Still works.
Okay, so you're going to throw it there? Okay. So go ahead and roll.
What kind of save
Wait.
is it really?
Wait, did did our little gnome over here actually notify people to cover their ears?
S.
Like, you know, in character?
S.
Okay, then let's keep that noted for the sake of a reflex save.
It's a DC 15 Fortitude save.
Okay, for
Oh,
any
that's
save,
fortitude,
really.
okay.
Because
Okay.
pre-awareness helps.
So my fortitude is not great, but it's not terrible.
Technically,
So-
you could convert that to a reflex save backing up.
So you toss.
Or covering your ears.
So you toss that into the square, and it shatters. I'll look up the rules for throwing things later. Whatever the rules are, you get the free one this time.
As long as we don't have scatters and volleys.
Okay. So
Deafening Bang deals 1d4 sonic damage and
Yep.
1 sonic splash damage for each creature within 10 feet of the space.
So go ahead and roll your 1d4. I'll need to set up an attack for that later.
Uno.
Oh.
Okay.
And then another damage for anything within that, since they're technically within 10 feet.
and
So regardless, I end up taking a point of damage.
yeah.
If they fail the fortitude save, they're not going to be able to do anything.
They'll be able to do stuff. They'll just be deafened. They won't be able to hear anything.
Yeah.
Same
Not very
thing.
important when you can see perfectly.
Let's see here. So,
Fail.
at least it wasn't a 1.
If they had a 1, they might be blinded.
Let's see
From
here.
I just can't seem to freaking.
Fortitude is +3, so 1.
Oh, right now,
2,
Jim Jam
+3.
can't hear or he can't hear at all for the next while.
And all 3 of the rats pass their fortitude.
Their fort saves.
Yes.
Seriously, bullshit.
The player is the only one who failed.
Wait, it's 10 feet.
Oh,
That means, yeah.
yeah.
That means that Wolf and
The
our
other two also
are-
get hit.
Yeah, Wolf and the dwarf both get hit because that was just 5 feet.
You see, I'm just sitting here next to scattered rat carcass, and I'm perfectly fine.
So Wolf failed his own fortitude.
Yeah, so
And
those two also take 1 point of damage.
Yep, I already modified them. And
Okay.
then Runir, he has his, and he fails too. So the players all fail. They're all deaf. So
Alcus kind of glances over and says, "Any of you okay,
so
guys?
so Kamish.
One moment.
Guys,
Hello?
Give me a moment. I need to figure out exactly what deafen does.
Let's see here.
All right, what about conditions? Use condition 320. So the other condition should be over there.
yeah."
Deafened, you can't hear. You automatically fail or critically fail, whichever is worse, perception checks based on sound. You take a -2 conditional penalty to perception checks for initiative checks that involve sound but also rely on other sentences. If you perform an action that involves auditory elements, you must succeed a DC 5 flat or lose the action. Attempt the check after spending the action, but before any effects are applied. You are immune to auditory effects,
Okay.
which means that I might not necessarily hear anything that's going on, but it's not going to stop me from talking. So
But you
Jim
won't
Jam is-
necessarily be able to form the words properly because you can't hear yourself saying them.
I've been able to properly formulate words without hearing myself saying them. It's about mouth shape.
Okay.
I mean, if you want, I could also make the DC 5 check for saying things,
Where was it?
which I'd probably end up failing at this point. You know, yeah, I'll go ahead and roll it. It's a flat thing.
Yeah, may as well.
11, okay. Take that, you vermin! We shall crush you, and stab you, and roast you over fire!
2 other actions.
Yep, and it goes back, and so you get to finish up your other actions.
The thunderstone just royally failed, and I can't hear shit. I'm just gonna look at the wood and just look at what I have left in my bag to see what I could possibly do.
Okay. Um, getting into your bag does consume an action.
I have a bag.
What?
No, it's not prepared. I guess I'll use the acid flask. Just
Okay. So you're going to
damage the property.
It's the pile of stuff in front of him's all busted up already.
I mean, the floor.
Oh,
to the floor.
Though technically he never did tell you to leave the floor undamaged.
All he said was destroy the vermin. Thing about the floor or the pile of wreckage. So, acid flask.
Okay, I'm going to take a look at that one in just a moment.
1d4 persistent acid damage, and 1 acid splash damage. Which means I will take a single point of acid damage. On the other hand, the rat will then be taking 1d4 per round.
Yep. So you throw that down. Where are you throwing it at? Okay.
And this would be a touch AC thing.
Okay. So would he just roll 1d20 plus his dexterity?
Yeah.
Okay. So
+1 for level.
okay. So go ahead and roll. That's Kamish. So go ahead and roll a 1d20 plus 1.
Does he not have any dexterity?
His dex is 10.
Oh.
Oh no.
Let's see what happens.
Oh no.
So we'll see if we all end up dying now. Or if he beans me in the back of the head with it.
That feeling when choosing a ranged spell over a touch spell saves your life.
So he throws it, and it clips the corner of this pillar here, but not quite hard enough to break it, and it lands in this square over here, and shatters there.
Unbroken.
It shatters there.
Okay, so the splash damage will still happen at least.
But it won't. The splash damage, it doesn't specify a distance.
It's when it's unspecified, it's 1 square.
1 square.
What happens?
Okay.
What happens to Wolf? Does he accidentally fumble it on himself?
No, it got a mediocre roll, so it didn't do what he was hoping it would do. It landed in the wrong square.
Hmm.
Now, if he had critical,
Wait, that's physically impossible.
what?
There's a barrier.
It clipped the corner,
Oh, okay, I see.
and that changed its trajectory. So, one more action, Wolf.
After seeing the 2 failed attempts, he's just gonna grab his. No. Well, he already has his sling out. He's just gonna sling the rat in front of him. Because he's really frustrated at the fact that he just failed twice to stun these things. He's just gonna.
Okay. Let's see here. So,
Would that invoke an attack of opportunity using a ranged weapon like that?
I'm not.
Any shiny metal plate in the storm.
I'm not sure if the sling, if ranged attacks provoke in this one. Let's see here.
I'm firing at the rat. Because since I can't really just grab my spear because it's on my back, and I have my sling already in hand.
Yep.
Hold it and just fire.
Attack of opportunity. Reaction fighter. Do fighters only get attack of opportunity now?
Attack of opportunity.
306 and 80 something. Using a manipulate action or a move action, makes a ranged attack or leaves the square during a move action it's using.
I'm going to. If it only applies to the
And
fighters, that's a load of junk.
It's not just a fighter thing. I went and looked up
Okay.
at on page 306. Fighters get a bonus thing for it, though.
Okay. So in Pathfinder Second Edition, ranged attacks in melee do provoke an attack.
Yes.
Okay. So he does that attack, and looked like it was at a -2.
Yep.
Yep, -2. So their attack it was. Oh yeah. Go over here.
Yeah, I thought the sling was
23. So it beats. So then.
So the rat hits you again. Your range attack still goes off.
Yeah, you're still going to fire your ranged attack, and it will hit. But you take 4 more damage in the process. So that. Okay. I modified
Does
your
that
hit
trigger
points.
another freaking fortitude save?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a fortitude save. And then which of the attack rats were you attacking? The one right in front of you, or the one that you kept having problems with hitting?
I believe it was the one that was right in front of him.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna pop the save. Maybe he's on the phone again. Okay. Um. Wolf, are you there?
What?
Roll a fortitude save. Since it seems like you're distracted, I will let you roll instead of taking the one that I rolled for you.
Sorry, just make sure I don't lose my mind.
Yeah. Okay, much better.
A polar opposite, in fact.
So you, okay, so it bites you, and you take some damage. It hurts. Better than
I
the
look
one I rolled.
more annoyed at the rat than I did before.
But hey, the rat still takes 2 points of damage.
I don't know. You're not
Yep.
feeling too hot anymore.
Yeah, he's thoroughly injured, but he's not better than taking a critical fail against a disease. So he's doing a
Easily
lot
take
better
care
than he
of.
could have. Huh?
I could have easily taken care of.
Yeah, but so it goes over to Elkas.
Look over to my left at the mess. I'm just like, ugh. I'm looking away. Then I notice everybody struggling over there. Well, that's a spectacle.
Out of character. Help!
And it looks like all three of them are injured.
In character. Don't worry, I have this.
Falcus, not Falcus. I'm thinking of a different character. Alcus. Yeah, Alcus flourishes his hand, kind of like as a Y, and then he slides his hand over to the left, creating 3 magic missiles aimed for each individual rat. I've got help.
Okay. And that was 1d4 per. So
Yep, 1d4 plus 1 per.
1d4 plus 1. So
I'm pretty sure I can click magic missile 3 times, and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, what happens if I... What happens if I click attack 3? What does that do?
each of
Is that...
those
It
are
gives you a -10 on the attack roll part.
yeah,
oh,
attack
okay, it's the
attack
penalty step.
yeah, that's for, let's say you were doing a normal attack, your first attack of the round, physical attack. You would click attack 1. If you then decide to attack another enemy, you would click attack 2, which would apply a -5 penalty. If you want to do a
I
third
rolled
or
to 3 attacks.
okay. So that is, and which
3, 2, 4.
so from the top down, which ones are you attacking? Which ones are you targeting? So first attack on which
First
Which
attack is on the leftmost, second attack is on the bottom right, and then the third attack is on the one attacking the gnome.
okay.
So, 1, 2,
You lined those up just perfectly. All 3 are dead.
3.
This is just gonna look really goddamn annoyed.
I tilt my head at him. You know, we did need the extra money. They're gonna need a fix.
Well, just
Well, to be fair, this pile of
Open-
chairs and stuff is probably broken before we got here.
And now it's covered in acid.
And dead rats.
are we currently out of combat? Can I just use my elixir of life right now?
Yes. Combat has ended now. And you guys can see 2 doorways. One here and one here.
Is it okay if I move all the lights?
Yeah, you can move those as an action during your turn or whenever.
It's free, so I'm just moving them as, like, you know, free non-combat action.
Yeah.
Go into his bag, pop open a vial, and just down it.
Okay, you guys, back up. It's messy in here. I can't stand it. I start prepping up prestidigitation to clean up the mess.
Jim Jam will skewer one of the now dead rats onto his rapier and lift it up into the air.
Are you doing?
Don't worry, I have a plan.
I just let whoever do whatever, and I
Crumble,
use
crumble,
prestidigitation to clean up the pile of blood right next to me.
Okay.
So which path shall we take?
I say
Let's see.
we take the one that's right next to us.
5
agree.
health points.
Okay.
You just rolled a d6. What do you mean 5 health points?
He's
Oh, you're healing yourself. You're not trying to determine what your HP is.
yeah. He's healing himself. that's one of the
Originally, not
fortunate
much.
things about him is that he's able to use those. Let's see here. So, and the
I get ready to prep my spear so that way, if I ever need to stab something up close, I can do so with
Oh.
ease.
Hey,
yeah,
Kevin.
it's 1d6, 1d6 hit
Met
points
death.
that grants. Yeah,
Could I use Unseen Servant?
yeah,
Could I go ahead and cast that?
yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast it. Say, go get whatever you need to clean up this mess, and I just kind of make a hand gesture over at the 3 rats' corpses.
Let's see here. So,
Technically, I have one of those.
Those 2 corpses.
yeah.
Ultra Flurg!
So is
So-
this a double door,
Um,
or is it like a single
yeah.
door in the middle?
I'll say that it's a double door. That both of them are double doors. So the two rats are going to start floating away.
Well, judging from where the
Floating?
stairwell is, perhaps I should be on this side.
Are
He was just gonna look confused. Floating rats? What?
I snap my fingers, get the gnome's attention, and then I clap my hands together and separate them apart, revealing my face in the middle. Magic.
Except he can't hear you.
That's why I
That
excelled
deafened
it out.
condition does go away, I think, after a fairly short while.
Oh, okay.
I have to wait one more turn, actually.
Hmm.
It's the duration of 2 turns, if I remember correctly. For higher levels, I can increase it to last longer, but for level 1, it only lasts 2 turns.
Well, we can still wait for the duration that it takes for you to be able to hear.
And in the meantime, I can make sure the unseen servant cleans up the mess and everything.
Let's see here.
The ability to hear, I just stare at the half elf and go, "What?" Yeah.
The Alcus almost opens his mouth to speak again, but then realizes that he deafened himself and just shakes his head and looks the other direction.
I can hear now.
Yeah. So
Oh, you can hear.
I'll say that the
I was-
healing
I
is
was
worn
gonna-
off now.
Just simple magic.
While I try to figure out where stuff went. And so the dwarf is just like, "Shall we go?"
Yeah.
Lead the way, Runir.
After adjusting himself so that way Kamish can access his spear with relative ease, he
Before
presses-
we fully advance, Alcus is going to take a calculated step backwards, knowing the events that transpired just a moment ago.
And Jim Jam reaches for the door and slowly shifts it open. And let's see here. Too bad I can't reveal something to just one person.
Oh, I know what's there.
Okay, yeah, you know what's
Just
there.
Indicate.
Okay.
Just indicate which things I can see. I'm hoping this.
Let's see here. Yeah, that's the only one that you can see.
Okay. Do I have to roll a stealth check?
Yeah,
Or can we
go.
save the stealth check for the initiative?
Actually, go ahead and roll a stealth check now because the stealth would only apply for your initiative if you're already stealthed.
Well, the point was to be stealthing as I opened the door.
Okay.
I'm trying to open the door stealthily.
Okay.
Okay, so that is a 14.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that's better than that one's perception.
This one, it notices the light.
But it doesn't know that I'm there.
You're not
Which is
sure.
all that I need.
It's turned around when the
Right.
door creaks, when the door opens slightly. You don't
Right.
know if
And
it
I am
sees
very
you.
sneaky, by the way. I am very sneaky. So
Hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and shoot a crossbow at it.
Okay. That'll hit, and combat will initiate. Um,
Was I still stealthed?
no, you failed the stealth check. It's
Damn.
perception wound. Its rolled perception alone was higher than your stealth check.
All right. So no sneak attack damage.
Nope. And that
Actually, wait. I have a rogue feat. Called surprise attack.
Okay. Let's see here.
So I just put it into the chat.
Okay. Okay.
Targets who have not acted yet are considered to be flat-footed. Does that apply in this case, technically? Or are we not counting that?
We'll count that.
Okay. Haha! An extra point of damage.
Okay.
I do 2 damage.
Okay. And
So that then starts up initiative.
yep. So everyone roll your perceptions for initiative again. Since those.
So I'm not allowed to roll my stealth for this one?
Nope.
Oh.
It noticed you.
But I was stealthing.
Let me re-roll that with my character selected. Is that gonna work? Yeah, that worked.
Alright.
I'm okay with the lower roll as long as it saves you the hassle.
18 for Jim Jam. So Wolf. Let's see here.
I'm just hoping I get to go before the rats do.
And then he got 18. I modified that one. And then a rat. And it was theirs again? Bestiary, rat, reception. Okay, so. Ooh.
What, you're kidding, right? They did not just.
They outrolled me.
Yes.
Alright, we're dead.
The rats darn near got a nat 20 on their roll.
We're
However,
dead.
let's see here. Don't want to grab that. So,
or rather, I'm dead.
Yeah, that one is definitely going to attack you.
It's a good thing I have these happy feet, these fast feet.
17.
Damn it. +6. How did they get such a high attacks?
Wait, let's see here. That was their attack. Yeah, it says melee jaws +6.
All right.
Ouch. And okay.
At least their maximum damage isn't so much.
That one, for some reason, is not infected.
Perhaps it should get a little marker.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't like you.
Ah! I only shot it a little. All right, let me bring up my sheet again. So I got the 2 more damage. Oh, wait. Okay, so that was initiative. That was first attack roll. That was the damage I got dealt. And then there's the second attack. And then, oh, right, and it moved. So that's all 3 actions. So
Yep.
I just take the 2 more damage. Ow!
Okay, this one here gets that as well. And they successfully block their companion rats. They're just rats. They're not very intelligent.
Thankfully for us.
So that southern one attacks the dwarf.
Okay.
Ooh, and it hits.
All right.
For 1 damage. And attacks again. Critical. So what do criticals do in this one?
Double dice damage.
So rolls double the dice, or it doubles the damage that the dice rolls?
It rolls double the dice.
Okay. Didn't want to select that one. Go there. So five. Okay. Well, he did his job and took that hit. So it moves on to Kamish.
Alright. I use one action to grab my spear and stab this rat.
Okay. Roll your attack. Wait. What? That damage doesn't make sense to me. I'm going to take a look at that. Oh, okay, I see. That's why. Okay. That makes sense now. Okay. So that one misses. You have 2 more actions. You can either attack with the attack 2 and then attack 3, or you could... What do you want to do?
I'm really not sure. I guess I'll stab at thee again.
Okay. Go ahead and click attack 2. So that one doesn't hit.
Throw the spear at it? For frustration, can I just, like, throw the spear at it?
Are you sure you don't want to provoke an attack of opportunity by doing a ranged attack?
I'm so annoyed. You know what? I'll grab a smoke stick.
Okay, so you grab a smoke stick. Are you going to do anything with it?
Back it up and just drop it at my feet.
You're gonna obscure my vision.
My allies. It only affects the enemy.
Are you sure about that?
And
When I read the
what I entered into his character sheet is straight out of the book. So, smoke stick. That is straight out of the book. It's a 5-foot radius burst centered on one corner of your space. All creatures within that area are concealed. The smoke lasts for 1 minute or until dispersed by a strong wind.
I'd say do it right here. Or right here.
only here.
That way it conceals you. So, it drops there. Okay. And it moves on to Jim Jam.
Jim Jam! So, what shall Jim Jam do? What Jim Jam does best.
Roll low.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm going to attempt to use the rapier with the dead rat on it
Okay.
to stab the rat in front of me.
Okay.
This one here.
Rat kebab.
Aha!
Ha! Critical hit.
Finally! Okay, so instead of the extra d6, because of the fact that it has the deadly thing, I rolled a d8. Because that's what
Okay.
deadly does.
Is it pursing and not piercing?
Yeah,
Yeah, my spelling's always terrible.
yeah. I'll take the roll from, since it rolled the d6, I'll take the roll from the d6 instead. Oh wait, that was also critical.
Okay,
so that would be.
It did the regular d6 damage, and then the deadly adds another die.
Oh, okay, and that's that
Because
is
of the
when
critical.
it does a critical, so it rolls and the extra one die higher. Okay. Okay.
So it's
That
total
does 10 damage. So you stab forward, and when you pull your rapier back, you've got another rat.
oh. And I'm going to now use my intimidation.
Okay. Let's see here. So.
I'm just going to move that right on top of me. Oh, it's going under. Oh, I don't know why. Okay. So I'm going to try to intimidate this rat back here.
Which you
Can I get
would
a
just be
plus?
able to see. The other ones aren't quite able to see it yet.
Okay. And I get a +2 on the intimidation on top of this roll here. And it's versus its will save.
Mm-hmm.
So I got 9. That kind of stinks.
It just kind of looks at you.
As I go, you're next, little ratty boo. Sorry, you're next, little ratty boo.
Let's see here. So this one here. That. Okay.
And I am then going to step forward.
Are you going to open the door
Actually,
as
no,
you
wait.
step forward?
I was going to push it open as I stepped forward, but I just realized the mistake of that, which is the fact that I'm going to be at a -5 on my attack roll.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, I'm
Not-
going to end up in melee with these things anyways.
Not
So
to
I'm gonna go
mention. Okay. Yeah.
See, I'm going to push open the door as I step forward and attempt to stab the one who I just attempted to intimidate.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So. Okay, so I need to drop down to the dynamic lighting layer. And how do I delete
It's normally not this bad, I swear.
How do I delete just one line?
Okay, did you make it as part of a continuous line or did you make it as an actual separate line?
That was... You know what?
You do a click drag across the line in question, and if it selects everything, you know you did something initially wrong.
Yeah. Fortunately, the all-important lines are still there.
Okay.
Because I remembered to do the other ones as separate lines.
Okay. So I just failed miserably to stab this rat.
Mm-hmm. And that little box you see above the S, ignore that. That is not there. There actually is nothing there. So, you try to stab that rat and you fail miserably. Let's see here.
How bad off am I?
You almost lose your footing as your sword skitters off the dirt or off the stone floor, barely catching yourself before you fall on your face.
I swear, this isn't how I normally am. It's almost like some mysterious hand of fate is working against me. This must be a cursed cellar.
And Runair just turns and attacks the rat that's right next to him. Whack! Right. As he does massive amounts of damage, and that one just turns into another pool of blood.
How did he do 14 damage?
He has a 1d12. So that second one,
Okay, for some reason it added his modifier on top of it.
Modifier again. So he does.
So that means I would have done another 4 points of damage on the first rat that I killed, which doesn't really matter because it's dead.
Yeah. So he turns and he swings at that one, and make sure I have the right thing selected. here.
I just realized I stole one of the lights.
Yeah.
It's like, why do things look a little weird there?
That one. Becomes another blood smear.
Dang it, how come he's getting all the cool moves?
And then he steps up to here. And
He's gonna end up cleaving that one in half too, isn't he?
attacks the one that's in front of you. $16. So that's
gonna
beats
hit
their
and
AC.
probably annihilate.
Yep.
Wow, I'm useless.
Well, you did soak up a little bit of damage.
I did, and I dodged pretty well during that first fight. But crap, man.
And then it moves on to Alcas.
It said something about texting.
Okay.
Oh, he's having to type everything up from here on out.
Yeah, probably because of the time.
Yeah, I'm thinking after this fight we should probably call it for the night.
Yeah.
I mean, not bad. I mean, we got 3 encounters, including the social one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you guys won't be far from clearing this one, so on Friday, clear this one and do some social stuff up top. So Alcas glares at the blood smear and sighs before looking on to the 2 furry targets and casting magic missiles at them. So he burns his 2 actions doing that.
Is there 2 of them left? There is 2 of them left.
What, this one? Oh, that's right. I forgot to move that one.
You forgot to give him a turn. Perhaps he was cleaning himself, because rats actually do clean themselves fairly often, which is kind of weird.
He was obsessed with the casks that the barrels he's standing on.
Holy cow! Are you seeing this damage?
Yep.
Are you seeing this damage? Why can't I roll like that?
Okay,
I got
so
the one nice roll.
both of those take pretty good hits. And you have 1 more action remaining. Yep. And both the rats squeal in pain as they get hit.
The one in front of the dwarf. Actually, no, my turn happens before the dwarf, so I might be able to take out that one. Maybe. If it doesn't die now.
So he fires another magic missile at the one that the dwarf killed.
The blood smear.
No, this one here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The double ping.
Yep.
Next,
So
since my character's the red, I'm gonna switch my thing to red.
so he hits that one again for good measure. And then it's
the rats.
Moves on to the rats.
Those darn dirty rats. Which reminds me, I need to see if flanking ends up making a target flat-footed or not.
Oh, I should probably move
the dead one?
Yeah. Move the dead one. I'll move it to there.
It gets shoved aside by its new brethren.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it! I got plenty of fight left.
So those two both go after the dwarf. There it is. So the one on top goes first. 14, and the dwarf has... I accidentally closed his character sheet earlier. What did he type? Rip and tear, compatriots, remove his testes and annihilate his honor. Oh, so let's see here. So he has... Why is it taking me this long to find it? AC is 16. So that one missed.
I honor, but that's the only thing I have left.
So the next one attacks
that's how I
him.
can modify my AC number. I can just go straight to the raw stat and change it.
Ooh, that one hits. So... Okay, so it hits him for 1 damage. And... go down here.
By the way, there will be a more complete picture of Jim Jam next time.
And he fails his check.
The dwarf's finally gonna take some negatives here.
That has no ill effect yet. No effect on him yet.
Well, he's a giant show-off anyways.
So they
With all
attack
his rolling high numbers.
again. That one misses. That one definitely misses. And minus that. And the first one misses again.
Mm.
The rats are out of turns. It goes back to Kamish. Wolf?
Yes.
Your turn.
Fun. Since my experiment with a spear failed, I'm just gonna drop it on the ground for now, and I'm gonna use my sling
Okay.
to fire at this rat.
Okay.
This goes better than my fucking spear.
Do you actually have a strength bonus?
I have a negative strength bonus.
Oh.
I have a negative strength bonus for being a gnome.
Let's see
Like my
here.
negative strength bonus to my wisdom for being a goblin.
Yep.
I thought ranged attacks run off of dex.
They do.
Okay.
I was asking because of the fact that he's like, the sling does better than my spear, and I'm like, well, there might be a reason for that. Which is that he gets a total of +1 instead of a total of +0.
Yep.
Even if it's a -1.
So that one hits. You didn't need to click the critical, the roll critical damage because it's not a critical hit. So it does. So
Damage.
you hit that one, and it does 1 damage. Um, you have 2 more actions.
I thought he drew out the sling.
The sling.
I had the sling in my hand already while I was using the spear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cloth
Yeah.
strip. I really don't equip it. It just wraps around my hand.
See.
Neat. I like that.
Immediately, I have a weapon in each hand, so
That one is a crit. Now you can click the roll critical damage.
Roll 20 catches up with me.
wait, their AC is 6?
What? What do you mean their AC is 6?
Oh, he rolled it at 20. Okay, that's what was going on. Okay.
Yeah, it's a 16 with a nat 20 because of the penalty.
Right, right, okay.
Let's see here. And the spear. Yeah, the spear's one hand also. So,
Okay.
since he didn't attack with both weapons in the same turn, that wouldn't count as dual wielding. So, plus he already dropped the spear anyway. So he
Yeah.
hits with that one, 4 and then 2. And this one dies.
As 2 bullets smack it in the skull, cleanly pierces through.
Whizzing right between the legs of Jim Jam. Whack. Whack. And you have 1 more action.
I'm going to end up with nothing on my turn, aren't I?
Well, it depends. If he does an attack here, then it's an attack at -10.
True. Which will make it really hard to hit.
The highest you could potentially roll on the if you were to do another attack would be an 11. Do you want to chance it?
Oh, me? Or Flim
You.
Flam? That's what?
Because
You have another action.
and there's a rat here.
Okay then, I fire again.
Third
Make-
shot.
Yep. So attack 3.
I swear, if he ends up getting another critical, I'm just going to... I don't know what I'm going to do. I cannot be held
Nope.
accountable.
That one. Okay, he clicked the wrong one, but that one would have missed anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, because that one, if you attack 3, it should have applied a -10.
Which he did not do.
Yeah, so that one misses.
Rattles on the ground toward the rat.
But not critically, so he doesn't hit someone. Smacks off the wall next to the rat. The rat looks at the spot where it smacked the wall, and now Jim Jam gets to go.
Okay. I'm going to be using some skills for some of my actions here.
Okay.
I'm going to start off with an intimidate check by flinging the 2 rats off my blade onto the ground near to the last rat
Okay.
with a "Soon you will join your dead compatriots." Sorry. "Soon you will join your dead compatriots." So, intimidate. 15.
You succeed. The rat starts
Ha-ha!
backing away.
Okay, so that was I don't remember if it takes a penalty to its AC, but I don't think it does. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, yes. So it gets frightened 1. So it gets a penalty to checks and saving throws,
Okay.
which is, I don't think I critically succeeded.
No, you didn't.
Yeah. So it's only going to be for the 1 round, or until the end of its next turn. But it will be taking a -1 to its stuff. So then I'm going to stab it with mine rapier.
Okay.
Ha ha!
Well, that definitely hits.
I carved 2 little J's into its chest. And then, because I can, I'm going to perform badly.
So what type of performance were you trying to do?
I'm going to do a song and dance. Which,
See you?
The fact that I wrote badly perfectly fits with the fact that this is going to be a very bad tune.
You start dancing and waving the sword over your head with the skewered rat on it and singing out of key.
My dancing brings all the ladies to the stage. And they're like, it's better than mine. And that's where he's going to stop. Seeing everyone kind of staring at him like he's nuts.
Ruiner just kind of looks at you. Stick to your day job, please. And starts checking out the room to make sure all the rats are in fact dead.
So go figure, skewering rats and then throwing those on the ground ends up intimidating the rat more than me making threats at them verbally.
After killing one.
Yeah.
And let's...
Which, by the way, originally I was planning on doing the dance before the stab, but then I realized I might miss the stab.
What Alcus has to say. Yeah. So Alcus calls over to his unseen servant and begins cleaning up the subsequent mess, walking into the newly cleared room to investigate the contents.
What in the blizzard was that?
Tally-hoo!
Kamish is so confused of what just happened. He's gonna pick up his spear, look at the...
Damn it, I'm
Or-
trying to
no.
give you the rat. You have it on your sword still.
Oh.
look at the dwarf and go, do you want a spear? I'll give it to you for 1 copper piece. It really serves me no purpose.
No thank you. I already have my axe. As you can see, it serves me quite well.
I have something to sell the next time I set up shop.
And I think... What was that?
And I'd rather get out of this damn bloody basement.
Yeah.
Clearly, that was at first respectful is now just really goddamn annoyed.
And there's still one doorway for you for you guys to search. And I think we will call it a night there. I'll see what Max is typing in. Yes, definitely to be continued. We shall continue this on Friday. What insanity awaits in the South?
Will Kamish be able to survive the onslaught of people around him? Or even himself, for that matter?
How many rats will Jim Jam end up with on his rapier? Anyway, so do you two have any closing comments?
Yes, Minnie.
Gotta take care of some things.
Okay.
Well, you know what I gotta say. I mean, be awesome to each other, man.
Yep.
Rather, be awesome to each other.
Everyone have a good evening, or whatever it is there. We will see you later this week. Well, yeah.
Whenever the next
When
one
I
goes up.
post this, it will be later this week. I'll try to get it posted tomorrow, which will be Monday. So, this is Metgath signing off.